Hello, my name is Zhatelier and welcome back for another episode of EU4 as Ethiopia. In previous episode we had our war against the Mamluks and we did take a little bit ground there. We did also get a few more provinces to the south. We are having a little bit of rebellion issues potentially. We're also having actually some monetary issues. Partially because the reinforcing, of course we got some force that we could probably stand down for now. Yeah, we can probably stand at least some of these inner forts. Maybe even this one. And the one in Harare. So that's going to save us a little bit of cash. Reinforcements, once those are done. I think one thing that we are going to do, though, is we're going to actually take this advisor away, and we'll put in the production efficiency instead. Because I don't actually know if that has an impact on the gold production, but it might have. Well, actually, I don't know about the production efficiency. Will that have an impact? Maybe it's the amount of money that we make from it or something. But anyway, hopefully that will help a little bit. Save off some of the costs, and then we can hopefully keep on drilling the armies if everything goes fine. Oh, and there is the commandant that just died. Well, there goes the... Oh, we could get the fort defense advisor. I suppose that's better than nothing. We do not... Oh, we could get a reform, actually. Let's check on that one first. So, royal decree, max absolutism, aristocratic court, diplomatic reputation goes up, improved relations goes higher, and monthly favor growth modifier. Well, that's pretty decent. General estates, no longer increase influence. Oh, everything gets a bit more influence and loyalty, but the reform progress is faster. And states general, that allows elections. I think probably gonna go with general estates. That seems like a decent option. And actually, speaking of, we should probably go and see some more lands. There we go, so we get a bit higher progress growth on the reforms and all that. Right, so we did get the area there. This one's moving all the way just, well, relatively far south. And, oh right, we have the 7,000 man army. Well, actually, it's going to be a bit more than 7,000 men. It's going to be 10,000 man army soon enough. So that's going to get us to 50,000 men, which is our force limit currently. We are also our naval force limit. We can probably afford losing a bit of prestige for some mill points. We have completed the quality ideas already. We're working on the maritime ideas, but since we don't have colonialism, the techs are going to be a little bit on the expensive side. So what we might have to do is just start developing some places. Now, most of the areas like the steppes over here, they've got the arid modifier, which means that it's actually going to be 10% extra cost plus this 20% in there. So I think our best bet is probably going to be developing still the highlands. Now, I suppose this one... Oh, this is part of the... okay, yeah. We could put... oh, no, this is part of Tigray, actually. Okay, maybe we should take the... Dimbia over here, for example. Oh, it does produce cotton, so that's not the worst thing. So if we were to put in the development costs, minus 10% in there, we should be able to develop this fairly easily. Although I suppose there's also the centers of trade. Where do we have another one? We've got one in our capital, of course. We can't increase that one any further. There's the coastal province over here, but that is arid and coastal desert, so it's actually plus 45%. That's not something I want to spend points on developing if I don't have to. So yeah, I think this province is going to be good as any. So we'll start getting the colonialism in here, hopefully. And I think we're just going to go... Actually, how far are we behind it? No, we're 9 across the board. So we are no longer ahead of time, unfortunately. But yeah, we can probably catch up if we just do a bit of developing. So we'll just start doing a bit of everything. Actually, I'm going to do the development, or the production in there first. And then just alternate between these two. There we go. So we got up to 32%. It's not a huge amount, but I suppose it is better than nothing. Now, we just need to do that a few more times. That's got to get a fairly high development in there, mind you. But that should help. And also, it's going to increase a bit of the income from that province itself. Another thing that we do need to do is reduce our inflation a little bit. It is still growing fairly quickly. Ottomans cancelled the military access. Are they no longer at war? Oh, no. They are still at war with the Mamluks. But they probably don't need it anymore, yeah. I've got a spy network in... Oh, Haleb. I don't have a claim there. Oh, I still got loads of claims over here in Egypt itself. Okay. Well, that's a bit of a problem then. We do have a little bit of points here. You know what? I suppose we could probably build up a workshop over here. because that's still going to get us several levels of production, I reckon. And thus, it's going to produce a lot of cotton. Oh, and cotton reduces the development cost even further. Oh, brilliant. So that is excellent. And that's not to say that it's cheap, but it is slightly better. Unfortunately, we do not... Oh, right, we've got one province that doesn't have Renaissance right now. We do not have enough tier 2 centers of trade, though. That is a problem. Do we have... So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on a minute. We do have 5. Oh, but not all of them are cores yet, I think. Yeah, Zila is not a core yet. Well, we're coring it right now, at least. Also, let's go ahead and... So this is the king. He's going to do some rebel suppression down here in the southern part of the nation. And I think this army will just going to pull it back to Beja, and do a bit of drilling. I mean, it's already fairly decent drill, though. Or fairly decent skills, rather, on the general. Maybe we can get... Alright then. That's a new ruler. Lost the stability. Spocomania is now the king. 436 is pretty decent. And we got a new heir. Well, unfortunately couldn't name that. Oh, that's not quite as good. It's still pretty good in military skill, though. But not so good in admin or diplo. And the fact that Spocomania's got the loose lips, that's also a little bit of a problem. But I guess we'll just have to live with that. Now, we could summon the... Hold on a minute. Did the... Oh yeah, it just increases loyalty now. Okay, well, we might as well do that then. Oh, they want a church in Nibia. You know what? Actually, I will take that, because that's going to give us more base tax in there. I don't think that's going to increase the institution in there with that. Although I suppose we might as well check. Now, we've got a building already in there, so we won't be able to build the church quite yet. But there's plenty of, plenty of buildings lots of there right now. So you know what, actually we don't need the spy network in Mamluks right now. Ardaran, on the other hand... Oh, well, no, we got claims there already. Never mind. I do have claims on our ally of Marhan. And that's eventually something we'll need to cancel. I suppose let's start getting a bit of a spy network to the west. If we can get to Sub-Saharan Africa, or West Africa rather, I suppose. That could be a decent bit of income from there as well. Maybe, it's not guaranteed of course. But there's a good chance. So we've got quite a bit of unrest still. I suppose, what is it exactly that is causing it? Workshop and a little bit, overextension is a little bit... Oh! Strange man has come to our shores. Is there Portuguese ships somewhere in here by chance? Well, a strange man has come to our shores, but not by the Red Sea route, which foreigners usually travel to us. He claims it's part of a voyage from beyond the Cape, a voyage that, to our knowledge, has never been attempted before. Brings greeting from fellow Christian monarchs, though his prayer is unlike that which we have seen before. How should we treat this man? I think we're going to honor him. It might give us some nice bonuses later on. Actually, what do we need for the... Oh, contact with Portugal, right. Oh, we need to get Diplo to 9 per month, okay. Can we get a... Oh, we're actually losing some coin right now. Well, that ain't good. You know what, let me just go ahead and reduce the inflation. That's probably going to help a little bit. And then maybe we can just reduce the army maintenance a tiny bit to make sure that we're gaining. So we'd have to get a tier 2 advisor in here, which is not impossible, but they are a bit expensive. But yeah, that we'll just put in a focus on Diplo. To be fair, that's not really a bad idea. So we can now do the contact with the Portuguese. Alliance with the Portuguese. Ethiopia has... had contact with the Portuguese before, but we never decided an alliance with them. But due to the circumstances that heathens are breathing down our neck, and that the Catholic Post is incapable of being helpful, our diplomats figure that it is a good idea to ally with the Portuguese. Our ambassador is only waiting for Spocomania First Command. You know what? Yeah, we'll get them as an ally. There we go. Oh, all provinces of Portugal are discovered with that. That's good. Right, so Market of the West, we need to have some trade in here somewhere. So we may need to kind of go through Mamluks, which of course we are going to try to do, but it might take a little while. Liberating Alexandria would be a big thing. Oh, permanent claims from Palestine, Syria, and Aleppo. Ooh. Well, that'd be quite nice. Right, but let's continue on for now. So how's the... Yeah, we're getting 2 ducats per month. It's not quite as much as I was hoping for, because we don't have quite as good leader currently. Or the traits of the leader, rather. The skills are actually even better. And we need to get some more money to build up the... You know what, is there other forts that we could maybe... Not necessarily that many. There is the particular revolt that might fire soon enough, so we may need to increase the army maintenance a little bit further. Just to keep it... keep the money even... Oh. Interesting. An embassy is here. Francisco Alvarez, representing the same country that sent the previous emissary, was to discuss what our two regimes can do together. He says he was looking for Prester John, and we are apparently the country he seeks. How should we begin exchange? So, military aid against the Mamluks. Cultural exchange, we get some monarch points. Or maybe trade deals in order. You know what? Trade deal is pretty tempting. I'm going to take that. Because that means that we can then build the... Well, we haven't gotten the workshop there yet, but we can build the temple. And we got that one. Now we got... Oh! I could begin a golden era right now. Wait, what? Would discover America? Ah! Right, Portuguese colonies in... because that would be modern-day Uruguay, wouldn't it? Alright then. To be fair, the golden era... You know what? I'm going to take that. Because the old power cost goes down. No, sure enough. Like, it's... hopefully going to get us through the wars against Mamluks, not necessarily against the Ottomans as much. But let's continue with the development for a little bit. I'll get that a level, get that a second level, get that 2 levels. So how far are we in now? Well, it's 48%. The workshop is almost done. So then we're going to start building the church. Also, there are some manufacturers that we could build, but most of them don't seem to be giving that much coin yet. So I'm rather hesitant on building those. There's of course the courthouse, but that... Oh, actually. The maintenance goes down by 25%. Province governing cost. I might build one in Aksum at least. That's a pretty big one. I will save the rest of the cash for the time being. We have gotten a decent bit of development, so we could even increase the army size a little bit. But how is the... Oh yeah, now we're making a good amount of money, so we can actually increase the army maintenance all the way full. There is a pretty good chance of rebel uprising over here. Oh, right, actually, we do not have a leader for this army. We might need to... Oh, right, and this one was supposed to be drilling, but I suppose right now with the rebellion looming, it's probably better to just move it in there. And then once the troops are in position, we might... actually, we're not necessarily going to provoke that one. 16,000, that would be 24,000 men. It's more than any one of our armies individually. Of course, combined, we can still beat those relatively easily. There we go, so we're getting 2 ducats per month. And we got, well, we don't have all the forts up right now, of course, but we've got a fairly decent situation still. And there goes the Age of Reformation, just in time, so now we can get the Blasphemy Act. Tolerance of heretics would go down, but mission strength would go up, and we do still do conversion, so this will be helpful. How good is our conversion speed, right? Plus, okay, 7% is pretty decent, yeah. Well, that's going to be taking, okay, about a year more before it's done. So it's still a bit over a year for each province, but yeah, the speed that we're converting stuff with, it's honestly not bad. Right, how long do we have truce with the Mamluks by chance? 1529, so another 10 years. Melendi peace expires in 1525. And, oh, right, no, we haven't got a claim to the west here yet. But we could do that sooner. They were allied to Songhai and Kano. Well, Songhai would be over here somewhere. Kano, I don't remember which one. I think it's over this way. One way or the other. We'll probably start expanding a little bit down that way. I want to get a core, or not core, a claim on this province first before we can really declare the war anyway. Oh, right. The number up top there doesn't include the war operations. Oh, and oh. Oh, Argeron is getting a lot more money now. At least for a brief moment. Right, so let's actually go ahead and get the church underway over here, because we had the mission for it. And then I suppose what I could do is I could do a little bit more development. That got us to 57%. It's starting to get a little bit expensive each development point, but it's still going to be fairly decent. 61%, and the sooner we get the colonialism, the better, of course. But then we can catch up in tech slightly easier. And of course, what does it actually give? Oh, provincial trade power modifier. That could be quite useful getting control of the Gulf of Aden. We are technically the biggest power in there, but it's a plurality right now. Ooh, 25 Diplo from 1 mercantilism. You know what? I'll take that. Because getting the mercantilism up, it's currently 8%, so it's pretty low. But that does increase the trade power of the provinces quite a bit as well. Oh, there might be a rebellion over there. You know what, how about you just do a bit of rebel suppression over here, and that might take care of some of it. Might be spreading a little bit too thin with the armies, but I'm sure that will be alright in the long run. So we've got almost 30 development over there, and it's a good thing that we started the Golden Age as soon as we did, or when we could, because the era ended right afterwards. And there we go, we've got the Conquest of Rebellion Yao. I don't know how much we'll conquest over here, we'll probably take at least 2 provinces, maybe a few more. Is this actually... Aha, yeah, those 2 are part of our state already. Well, there we go. There's still the core construction in Sturken. Oh, actually, in the range of reformations, the convert provinces, we have done that. We don't have humanist or religious ideas yet, but we are going to get the religious eventually. Oh, Semyon. It's no autonomy in there. I suppose the tax income would be okay, a little bit boost there, although it wouldn't really be a huge boost. How much would it actually be? 0.09, okay. Production would be more grain, which we already produce quite a bit. We could just go for all the extra manpower. You know what, yeah, let's do that. We wouldn't be able to develop that. Actually, no, we may have been able to, but regardless, we've got that now. Oh, right, so after Reformation. So we've got the religious ideas that we can get. We can't, well, we won't join the Reformation. We won't really have a colonial empire. Converting another nation might be possible. Then there's the Asian trade, which I don't think I'll be able to get anywhere. I mean, maybe silk later on, maybe. But that's about it. And unified culture. Those all Coptic provinces. Which ones do we still need? Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to highlight them. Well, I suppose we can have a look at the... Is it? It's probably political, isn't it? Culture. Wait, is this one part of the... Yeah, okay, so it's basically just most of the Horn of Africa. We still need to push a decent bit further south. I think we may need to capture a couple of those provinces as well. Ah, right, the naval focus expired again. Okay, so the ships are a bit more expensive. Now, that's not really... Oh, naval construction. Oh. Oh. Wait, caravels are the... like, yeah, I think we're going to take all the trade ships. We don't need heavy ships right now. They're building 3 into Jura, okay. Oh, that reminds me. We've got our trade fleet over here, doing absolutely nothing. How about you protect trade in Gulf of Aden? That should give us a lot of money, and then the rest of this fleet can go back to... We'll put it to Zila, actually. There's a nice fort over there, so it at least will be secured. Can I actually... I could upgrade... Oh, it's just the Carrack. Alright, then. And there we go. So how is the... Well, the mission is almost done. Let's actually have a look at the... Well, it's not really that much closer done yet, but it is getting there. 61% already for the institution. And church is about 150 days away. Oh, Christ. Oh, cities, not Christ. Cities demand all rights. So we'll lose stability or we'll lose a bit of government reform progress. I think we're going to afford losing some of the progress. I'll be honest, because right now it's not really that bad. And with all the missions that we're doing, we have gotten so much more government reforms. Like, we're already... It's, well, we're almost 100 years in, to be fair. But like there's, well, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different steps to go through. And then we've got all of it. So we've got a decent bit of points overall. That's being converted into Coptic, and Sturken is going to be a core. There we go. And that was already part of the state that we owned, so that's good. Did we... I don't remember if we got some stuff in there. Oh, and Algebra separators are going to fire soon enough. I'm just going to go ahead and... Maybe move this one into Zila. Just to make sure that we got some more. Oh, technically speaking, holding the fort is... Ah. You know what? I could... No, that would take some points. I'm just going to send this one over there. We might win this without any interference, to be fair. We got the discipline advantage. Yeah, we are going to win that. Especially with the reinforcements arriving. There we are. That's one situation dealt with. Oh, there's 2 forts in here. I forgot that Tajara was also a fort. Well, that's at least one of the rebellions done. Now there's a particular rebellion over here, kind of considering spawning up, I guess. Hey, there we go. Zila's been converted. Go ahead and set this up again. Maybe that will actually get rid of the particulars, at least in here. Oh no, there's still a tiny bit. Do we still have war exhaustion by chance? No, we don't. But we need to get stability. That'll probably get rid of it. Yep, okay, that's going down now. That's good. Losing a tiny bit of cash, but that's mostly for the reinforcements. And we've got we've got the first of the trade ships in here. Let's go ahead and send this to trade in Gulf of Aden. So how much are we getting from trade now? About 5 ducats, so we are getting a little bit extra cash at least. Hey, there we go. So it was something like 62%. Okay, so it didn't increase that one. It does increase the cost of developing the province, though. Which is a bit of a shame, but we're now at 72%. We're another 2 points in there. So how much do we actually get? Well, I suppose we won't be able to see it right now. There's already 31 development, so it's probably going to get close to 40 before we get the colonialism fully. But once that is there, it's going to start spreading hopefully fairly quickly around. We'll probably turn this one into at least for the quick spread, and maybe also Tigray. Or they increase the institution spread, just so that we can get that done faster. And then we'll save out the cash that we are currently getting to get the, or embrace the institution, which is probably going to be costing us, maybe up to 1,000 ducats. I don't think, well, I suppose if we take the burger loans, we should be fine. And then paying back those, well, it's going to take perhaps a little while, but we'll probably survive. So how much do we control of the trade in Aden now? We've got 21%. We are still the biggest one, by a decent margin, actually. But, of course, it could be better. It could be better. Oh, but now we're getting over 5 ducats there. So that's good. I suppose we did increase the development over here. That increased the trade power. But actually, the fact that this got such a huge development, having the extra taxes in here is not a bad idea. I mean, it's only extra 40%, but that is still extra 40% tax income. Right now, it's already 91 monarch points for the next bit of development. So it's probably not going to be as quick developing the next levels. But I want to check how much is it. We are 72%, roughly speaking. Oh, and it's complaining about expensive edict. No, we're not going to abandon that yet. So how much does it give? 5.3. Okay. Sure. So now it's 77%. The next one's going to be 5.5. That's going to get us to 82%. About 82.5%. So we need about probably 5 more levels in there. So it's going to get us to 37 development again. Same with Axum. Or same as Axum, rather. But after that, we can then try to catch up with the text, then start working on more ideas. Oh, we've got another trade ships. Actually, we've got 2 of them, don't we? Yeah, we do. Okay, well, let's go ahead and send both of these to protect trade in Gulf of Aden. It should still be a little bit more profit for us. Of course, right now, there is a kind of a limit on how much we can get, because everyone else is still going to have some stuff. And the total amount of trade power in the trade region, or trade node, is going to be increasing at the same time. Right, so we got... Well, actually, we did take care of the rebellions now, so let's go ahead and send this one to Darfur. So I suppose that one's going to stay behind to just keep control of all the rebellions that might spring up. Let's go ahead and get a bit more development. That gets us to 88%. So it's still probably going to be 3 more development, but it's hopefully not going to be too far off. I believe we did build the... oh yeah, we did build the courthouse already in here. So did that... I suppose it may have reduced the state maintenance a tiny bit. See, is there any other... Okay, Ifat's got fairly high, and Tigray still got quite a bit of state maintenance. And, well, we did reduce it a little bit in Axum, but not actually enough. Is that... Hold on a minute, can we see the state maintenance in here somewhere? Let's see... Current capacity... Total number of buildings, force limit, naval force limit, construction time... Okay, so it's just reduced that. Oh, right, Tuscany doesn't have a ruler. Interesting. Now, to be fair, our troops are already in here. If we were to declare war, let's just say... Okay, no one's... well, I mean, they've got some allies that is actually a decent bit of troops. I think we may need to bring in the bigger army instead. Have the smaller one build up a little bit. Oh, there's 20,000 particulars. That might still be a problem. We'll get that one into our capital and start doing a bit of rebel suppression. Hopefully that'll help. Oh, that reminds me. We should probably take the war taxes away, because we do not have those for free anymore. Oh, and there we go. We're getting at least some point there. Oh, and that's another conversion done. How does the... Oh, yeah, that's looking rather Coptic now. That's good. So, of course, we are going to be... Oh. Oh, right, this is Fetishists, not Coptic. Okay, so we've got a little bit of work to do over here as well. But it's probably going to be a lot faster converging anyway. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a little bit mill points for another general in here. Okay, it's got a siege pip. 3101. Not exactly the most ideal in this area yet, but it's manageable, I would say. Like, we can definitely do at least some sieging with that, and because we've got plenty of well, actually, this one's got the cannons. Well, I suppose it's kind of the cannon army. This one's more of a fighting general. In that case, let me just switch these around. This one's going to go first in. Improving its naval tech. Ooh, Diplo points would be handy. You know what, I'm going to take that because that's going to allow us to do another development in here. Even more cotton production. And that is now getting us to, 94. I think then, yeah, the next one might be actually enough already. But we just need to get probably a bit more admin points. That seems more likely. But once the armor gets in here, we can declare the war. Admittedly, I don't think we'll be able to complete that war during this episode, but we can at least get it started, I reckon. Let's go ahead and continue with the rebel suppression down here. I don't know if this is going to be spreading it too thin, maybe. But at least it's going to provide a tiny bit of reduction everywhere. Because we could potentially go ahead and increase the size of this army a little bit. And get another 4 regiments. And get another 2 cannons and another 2 infantry. A little bit expensive perhaps, but it's going to be fine. Right, the troops are ready. Let's go ahead and declare the war. This one's just going to march through, essentially. This one's going to get in here to start sieging down behind it. Well, the second army is going to do the sieging behind, and the first army is going to push through, at least into the Terra Incognita in here, hopefully. We might take a bit of attrition along here, and okay, we could have 46,000 manpower. It's a pretty decent amount, actually. Now, can we... Well, of course, we can't seize lands right now because of war, but we wouldn't be able to do that until next July, actually. Anyway, so that's going to take some time. Let's hopefully get this one. How's the... Yeah, the siege is almost done. Here we are. That's the first of the provinces, so we've got the war goal. Ooh, administer ideas. Okay. That does mean that we could go ahead and develop this. Is that going to be enough? Let's double check. That's going to give us up to 6 points. Oh, there is going to be enough. There we go. So that's going to now start spreading in there. So let's switch the edict for the institution spread. Both there and also in here. Because, well, we got that one already, technically speaking. Well, it is going to start spreading in there, so... Wait, did I put in the correct... Yeah, I did put in the advancement thing. Okay, so now if we have a look at the institution spread, it is spreading around... Ooh, it just needs to take... Or get to one more province. It's probably going to be our capital, really. And then we could start... Well, if we had the money, we could embrace it. Which we can probably get with the burger loans. We can also probably get some of the extra money from there to either pay off some of the loans already, or get some more buildings built to make it slightly easier for us. Okay, well, we've discovered that one. Let's just head to the enemy capital while we siege down some of these things. That way we can at least get into position in here where we can probably get a peace deal done soon enough. I don't think we initially... Oh, that's... Okay, kind of what's the southern one over there of these two? I believe that's Air. And then Songhai is all the way in here. Songhai is pretty sizable, mind you. I don't think they have like a huge armies, but they've got, well, 15,000 infantry, 8,000 cavalry, and 7,000 cannons, so it's about 30,000 men army. It's not too shabby. Of course, we've got 40,000 men in here, so I don't think they'll be able to beat us, but they might be able to challenge us a little bit, I guess. But since we've got the ticking wars and all that, this should be relatively easy. I'm just going to go ahead and send this one in here. And unfortunately, I think that is going to have to be the end of this episode. We did get the colonialism at least in here, and we started the war. So at least something happened. But anyway, if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.